How the fuck did it just mute? How the fuck did it just mute like that? That don't make no goddamn sense. That don't make no fucking sense. How the fuck did it just mute? I unmuted the fucking mic and it muted. Alright, starting over. Kuma, I hope you're here because this is your reset. He's talking to himself. Future, shut up. Shut up. Silvers finally makes a good point. He's on mute. Shut up. All of y'all shut up. Now I gotta start the fuck over. I got spoiled on the title of the stream. Who is who's who? I got spoiled on that shit. Dude was doing the water dance in silence. Yo, y'all trifling. But yeah, alright. So I asked my coworker no, not my coworker, my friend. I'm mixing up people. I asked my friend, I got him in a One Piece, by the way. Ooh, by the way, just so I can clarify that. I was like, yo, who should I put in the thumbnail for my live reaction for YouTube for this week? And he was like, oh, that's easy, Rob Lucci. And I'm like, oh, okay. Rob Lucci is a part of CP0. CP0's in Wano. Rob Lucci can make an appearance. We got another strong player, another wild card coming into Wano that we absolutely don't know whose side he will be on. Does he want to take out the Straw Hats and bring Nico Robin in? Or is he going to put that to the side, take out Kaido so they can like integrate into Wano? Like my head was just, it was going crazy on the possibilities. And he was like, nah, who's who is because who's who was a part of CP9 and he was apparently as strong as Rob Lucci. Why the fuck would you say that shit? Why would you say that? And he gonna say, oh, I thought you wanted to know. You thought I wanted to know for a live reaction one of the biggest reveals that I've been looking forward to. He was like, oh yeah, you asked. I was like, no. I asked who should be in the thumbnail, not who is who's who. That shit pissed me off. Needless to say, I'm not talking to him for a couple weeks. I'm not talking to him for a couple weeks. That nigga's on hiatus. Lamau, Future, that shit ain't funny. Ain't a friend no more. Bro, that shit ain't funny. That shit, for real, that shit ain't funny. I was genuinely upset. Like, real shit, I was genuinely upset. Damn you traitor. I was real shit. I was ready to cut him off completely. He was like, oh, well, since you got spoiled already, I'm going to tell you about the rest of the chapter. I'm like, no, shut up. I don't care about the rest of the chapter. He's like, don't you want to know why who's who isn't a part of CP9? No, why the fuck would I want to know that? I want the entire time not getting spoiled and not even like fretting over spoilers. Because one, yesterday, the Monster Hunter Stories 2 demo came out. And before that, I was playing Shinobi Strikers. It's broken, but it's actually a pretty fun game if you get down to it. And plus, I started learning 3D animation. I want to start animating shit. But, alright. Ooh, damn, that just got foggy. But yeah, I almost lost a friend over a goddamn One Piece chapter. Tragic. But, fuck it. Chapter 1017, I got something to drink. Straw Hat, don't worry about it. I got something to drink. Oh, another thing. I got my new chair. I know I got like one that I'm sitting in, one back here, and I got the new one too. So now we got to do something that Tama time, ooh woo. Ain't no fucking Hey dog, shut the fuck up. Oh damn, that light bright. But yeah, all right. Chapter 10, 17. Let's just fucking start before somebody else spoils me. Cover story, is this? No, it's not a cover story. It's another fan request. Character with animal. That's a fan request. Cover story, chimpanzee assembling Buggy's body like a puzzle. Can we start another cover story? I know every time we start a cover story, he ain't even start yet, Lamar. I didn't. But yeah, every time we start a cover story, I'm always like, yo, can we just move on? But then when we're not on a cover story, I'm like, yo, can we fucking get a new cover story? All right, give us an interesting cover story. Give us an interesting cover story. I feel like that's all I want. Dome interior live floor. What is a brat doing in this war zone? Thank you. Tama cannot protect herself. Thank you. Where's Bao Huang? Who the hell are you? Oh, Tama. Oh, so Tama passed out. Keep it together, Tama. Tama passed out. Do we still have the gifters on our side? Keep it together, Tama. Castle interior, 4th floor. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where it's revealed. Jinbei versus who's who. Why is Jinbei bleeding? Are they really giving my nigga Jinbei the pause like that? No pun intended. You're not gonna start making excuses now, are you, Jinbei? We went into this battle knowing it would be our 5,000 against your 30,000. It's only natural you would exploit that. So I never expected this to be a one-on-one duel. Oh damn! So Jinbei went into this fight knowing that he was about to get jumped, and he's still whooping his ass. He still don't care. You realize you dug yourself into a hole. You really are a pain. Of course, it's our job to deal with you officers. See, Jinbei recognizes what his job in the new monster trio. He recognized what his job is. Yet, for some reason, Sanji always runs off and disappears. No disrespect to the Sanji fans. I love y'all. Oda giving Tama the light now before she gets backseated and focuses on Yamato. I agree with you, but that's not doing anything to set up Tama for Nakama. Gon, it's not happening. It's not happening. She's only getting spotlight right here because it's a part of the plan. Once she does what she needs to do, once she says, everybody turn on Kaido, she has nothing else to do. Nothing else. Tama is the most convenient character in this whole arc. Her ability is so fucking... I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up in a minute. Let me get through the chapter. Of course, it's our job to deal with you officers. They just keep coming. Oh, we back at Frankie versus Sasaki. Did Frankie run from Sasaki? Are you serious? Is this in the way? Yes, it is. Did Frankie fucking run from Sasaki? There's no end to these grunts. We're at total war. You can't hold this against me. Wait, Inu versus... Did we get a setup for Inu versus Jack? Come on, Silvers, let Tama get up. Did we get set up for Inu versus Jack? I feel like we did, but I'm drawing a blank. Because... Wait, wasn't... No, Neko's on his way to Parasparrow. Did we get set up for this? I don't remember. How Frankie bleeding when he's in a mech? I mean, they probably got shockwaves. They probably punched the mech so hard that it hit Frankie. You never know. You never know. Yes, like 10 chapters ago. Okay. Yeah, because I'm drawing a blank on it. The pleasures and the waiters are on the live floor. On the live floor have betrayed us? Wait, hold on. Tama's ability only... Oh, no. He said on the live floor. That's because of Queen. Those lousy ingrates. What should we do? What do you think? What do you think we're gonna make an example out of them? What do you think? We're gonna make an example out of them. Beat them till they can't walk. Eliminate all the traitors. Oh shit. I mean, if y'all heard what Queen said, y'all would have fucked off too. It's the gifted. Okay, so we got the waiters and the pleasures. Those are the ones who didn't get abilities. The waiters are the ones who are, like the name says, they're waiting for ability. They're waiting for their chance to get an ability. And the pleasures are the ones who ate the smile but didn't get an ability. And the gifters are the ones with the abilities, and now they're attacking everyone. But with Tama doing all of this, we're about to turn Kaido's entire army against him. You can do it. Everyone who ate my Kibidongo, giggity, she's still making a racket up there. Is that a reused panel? Is that a reused panel? Is that a reused panel? Nah, that's not reused. Oda redrew all of that just for this one scene? Are you serious? I mean, he probably has backgrounds just there. Please listen to me. What is that brat's deal? Knock her off the ledge. Big bro Luffy and his friends, Momonosuke and his retainers, you're on their side now. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Stay with us, Straw Hat. Okay. Luffy got saved and pulled into the tank. Momonosuke is right here. How was Tama bleed? When did Tama get hit? That's how irrelevant Tama is. That's how irrelevant Tama is. Edens, don't do me like this, bro. That is how irrelevant Tama is. I don't remember her getting scratched. That is how irrelevant she is. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. Edens, do not do me like this. Don't do this. Okay, we see Shinobu and Momonosuke here. I mean, granted, we knew that it was likely we knew they were both fucking alive. But are they still on Onigashima or did they fall into Wano? Because on the left side of the panel, that looks like wood. Straw Hat, stay with us, don't die. We're so high up. Okay, yeah, they're still on. Wait, he's crying that they're so high up. What the hell is he talking about? They were already high up. Unless Shinobu used like that ninja kite shit. Kinemon Kiku. Yo, we really lost Kik. Please don't let. Oh. I want Kinemon. I want the retainers to be dead to show the weight of this arc. But at least let Kinemon see the conclusion, the fall of Kaido. But if he does, and me personally still thinking that Onigashima is gonna fall into Wano somewhere, I don't think Kinemon got enough strength to survive that. And if he does, Virgo is 100% alive. They fell into Wano. Tama is goated, but the Tama for Nakama stuff just don't make sense. Tama and Momo coming with us. Stop playing silvers. Momo's coming with us. Tama's going to stay her ass home, where the only real teachers for her are. Because otherwise, nobody's going to teach her to be a kunoichi. Like, at all. You got nobody. Nami's a novice kunoichi. And at the end of the day, she is a thief, not an assassin. Hope they both dead. Kinemon, because Kinemon can see Zoro kill Kaido in heaven. Future, Zoro kill Kaido. The ZKK is even less likely than it was before. I think they fell into Wano. Yeah, I want to say they're in Wano, but Momo is screaming like we're so high up. So I think Shinobu like deployed the kite thing and they're like drifting down into Wano. Let's do it together. Let's take down Kaido. All right, we have our orders. What? What's wrong? Briscola? Who the hell is Briscola? Oh, Briscola's the gorilla arm guy. Briscola's son. Why? That brat clearly doesn't know her place. Crush her. What the fuck? Your wish is my command, master. All right, see, it was too easy. It was too easy. It was too easy. ZKK on life support, but it ain't dead yet. We gonna talk. We gonna talk. We gonna talk. Wait, hold on. Did I skip something? Like where did who say that he's a part of CP or was a part of CP9? What's with the gifters? Yeah, leave it to us, man. Yeah, leave it to us, master. Why are they obeying that brat? We're gonna take down Kaido. Everyone follow me. Daifugo. Hey, what are you doing? What the devil? They're fighting each other? Understood, man. Oh, we even got Giraffe Guy. Didn't Oda say this was one of his favorite smile fruit users? Well, Hamlet Sama, he's lost his mind. I'll take care of these bump. Wait, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is this? He got a snake. He got a snake tongue, a rattlesnake, like the rattle on his neck. His legs are snakes. Jinbei, Knight of the Sea. You focus on who's who. This is the fourth floor. Poker Sama, the headliner. Poker. Poker Sama, the headliner. The headliner has turned on us. Poker, you bastard. Wait. Why is this asshole dressed like a German soldier? Why is this asshole dressed like, what was the hero that fought Germa in the comics? Sora. Why is this asshole dressed like Sora? We're here to back you up, samurai. This is the second floor. The Straw Hats have to win. The Straw Hats have to win. The gifters have switched sides. What? Yo, they getting fucked up. This is strange. Oh, shit. Okay, all right. Okay, here's CP0. This is strange. What in the world is happening? And why does CP0 look displeased? They did the numbers. They counted up the numbers. Poker. The snake guy was shown some chapters back with the chick with the smile gorilla. Oh, for real? He's a fan, don't hate. Scumbag energy. Hamlet is the second favorite. Hold'em is the first. Is the first, I think. Yeah, I remember them. I remember something being said about Hold'em, and I was like, "What? This is one of your favorites? This is your smile? This is your smile?" Poker is his name, y'all. Why is it only when I'm doing something? Nope. Suck my dick. Don't care. This is the right brain tower. They're running wild. The basement has been compromised. What the hell is happening? Onigashima has fallen into chaos. This is the this is the who? This is the pawn at the red light district by the left brain tower. Nice work, Otama. The plan went perfectly. Don't tell me this was all because of that brat. Don't tell me this was all because of that brat. Get down, Collier. Oh my god, yo. Sanji! Sanji! Collier strike. Judge's son, you bastard. Quit saying that name. I suppose you were a part of that insane research team. How does Sanji know about that? I don't remember Sanji being there. Silver's once again, Tama showing her worth. And what's Momo doing crying, but she's not Straw Hat worthy? Oh, I'm a curse. Oh my god. Fuck it. No. We about to address that shit right now. Tama came in, was already distributing the fucking shit. We knew this was going to happen. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Showing her worth, she has a convenient fucking ability. A convenient fucking ability. Just so happens, the first kid Luffy runs into on Wano against the Beast Pirates, the crew with an army of 500 Zoan users, just so happens that Luffy runs in to a little girl with the ability to control animals. With the ability to control animals. And you're telling me she's Straw Hat worthy? Yeah, it was 480. Good only in this arc. Thank you. Thank you. If Tama had shown up in Whole Cake Island, nobody would be batting an eye. If we went to Whole Cake Island and found out that Ace was there and made a promise to a little girl that once you become a world-class chef, a world-class pastry chef, I'll take you on my crew. And Luffy goes there, and the little girl has the ability to control animals by pulling a pastry off of her face. Nobody would say anything. Gon, you would have no fucking leg to stand on because she wouldn't be doing shit that arc. Nothing. Why would the animation for this chapter be amazing? LOL. Wait, why would it? I don't think it will be. Except for Sanji's kick. Except for Sanji's kick to Queen, it might look good. Cause they got the build up for Sanji charging his Diablo Jambe and then the strike. Pudding be stealing Silver's memories. Yo, shut the fuck up, Ed Hawk. Y'all wanna harp her? Wait, go. Y'all wanna harp her devil fruit ability only being convenient in this arc? Like it ain't animals over the world outside of Wano. Come on, be real. When was the last time you saw us come across any animals that she'd be able to use in an arc? When we were in Dressrosa, how many animals did we come across? We came across one. And that was the bull, and Luffy befriended him anyway. That was it. The fucking fish, sure, in the Colosseum, but outside of the Colosseum, they would be absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. Let's go back to Fishman Island. How many animals did we see? Oh, no. Watch Tama taking over Sea Kings, LOL. Shit ain't happening. Silver's finished the damn chapter. You finished the damn chapter. Tell Gon to shut the fuck up. Alright, I apologize, Straw Hat, because you're the main one who when you be like, finish the goddamn chapter, it's always some hype shit coming at the end. So I apologize for my outburst. What the fuck was I? Judge's son, you bastard. Quit saying that name. I suppose you were also a part of that insane research team. We gonna compile who was and wasn't a part of that fucking research team. You mean Mads? That's ancient. Oh, I thought they was studying ancient history. You mean Mads? Okay, so the fucking team was called Mads, like mad scientists? That's kind of funny. You mean Mads? That's ancient history. Now check me out. I'm a cyborg, so I've got a whole bunch of tricks up my sleeve. Nigga, his hybrid form is fucking lame. His This hybrid form's fucking lame. And he pulled out the sword. He pulled the sword. And what is this Doc Ock shit? His tail is a claw. His fucking ponytail is a claw. He has a claw. This hybrid form's fucking lame. I've got a bunch of tricks up my sleeve, obviously. You know what I'm surprised people haven't been calling for? Frankie versus Queen. Because as much as the community loves its mirror matches, nobody has been saying, yo, Cyborg versus Cyborg. Hell, even in my fan fictions, I have a Cyborg versus Frankie. Like, Frankie fights a Cyborg. I'm surprised not many people, if anybody in the community, was calling for Frankie versus Queen. Or at least Frankie tag teaming with Sanji versus Queen. This is bad. Queen's hybrid form, get back. What's so dangerous? Is it just the cybernetics? That knowledge won't save you. Wait, you get back. That knowledge won't save you, though. Chopper, you holding up over there? You betcha. I'm right as rain. Just keep your eyes on the prize. I can't help but worry when you look like that. Look like what? Miyagi, my boy. What the fuck? What the fuck? I had no clue you had this sort of remedy on Zoe. What the fuck? I had no clue you had this kind of remedy on Zoe. It's a super recovery drug, right? I can't administer it by my lonesome. Right away, but we should warn him. Taking this can cause one's pain to double after it wears off. Zoro! 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 Baby Gramps Chopper. A side effect of the new Rumble Ball. Okay, so Luffy doesn't go chibi form anymore, so we gave the already cute mascot of the Straw Hats the chibi form after his big, like, transformation. That cocaina. Yo! Zoro has already taken an arc's worth of pain before. He can deal with it. It's Geezer Chopper in a baby body. Wait, what do you mean it's Geezer Chopper in a baby body? Nothing happened 2.0. Nothing happened 2.0. Zoro goes up there, saves Yamato, moves Luffy out of the way. He kills Kaido. And once the drug wears off and he take all of the pain from Kaido comes back, Zoro just standing there with the, where is it? Come on, gimme. Zoro just standing there with his new black blade, just like, and Luffy like, yo, what the fuck happened? He's like, nothing happened. He just stand there. He pull a white beard. Zoro don't die, but he pull a white beard, just unconscious, standing up, holding his goddamn sword. Nothing happened. There's no time to worry about that. Just give it to me already. I don't care what happens to my body after this. Did you hear a word I said? It won't even matter if I can't fight now. He's right. If he can't fight, he's gonna die. Give him the drug. He'll worry about it later. Yo, Zoro rising. Zoro's coming back. Zoro's getting his second win. It's a super recovery drug. So Zoro's going to 100% once this shit is done. Queen's hybrid form is kind of oogly moogly. Bro, I don't know what it is with Queen's hybrid form is just meh. It's just meh. I mean, granted, I expected when characters like Queen show up, their designs normally indicate that like they're not gonna be that big in the arc. Like, but I don't. Oh my god, I don't know. Who's another one with a stupid design? Like a fat round design. It was somebody from. Excuse my French. Wait, what about your French? His extendo neck and tail, bruh. Yeah. Queen's hybrid form is whoa. It's goofy. Kaido's was goofy too. Kaido's hybrid form wasn't goofy. Kaido's hybrid form was kind of fire. Kaido's hybrid form was kind of fire. As a matter of fact, a lot of people expected Kaido's hybrid form to look like that. Back on the chapter though. Castle interior, 4th floor. Yeah, damn gifters. Why? I don't get what's going on, but okay, who's who? You my nigga? Like, you my boy. But why you got that long ass sheath for that little ass dagger? For that little ass dagger. I guess I can't afford to go easy on you now. How do you say that and pull out that little ass dagger? Blade pistol, and he's oh shit, he's throwing a bunch of tiny flying slashes at Jim. Fishman karate. I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce that word. Brick fist shave. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is where Tempest kick. Okay, yeah. CP9, Cypher Pole moves. Cypher Pole moves. Makes sense. He's Cypher Pole. Iron Body. Wait, when the fuck did he use Iron Body? That just said Tempest kick. He did shave. He did the finger pistol, but with a tiny blade. Iron Body, right? Wait. Oh, when Jinbei went and countered it and punched him. Iron Body, right? Those are the 6 powers used by the government officials. All right, that panel is looking kind of menacing. Who's still in it? I remember hearing about a rogue member of CP9, the secret intelligence aid. Can't be that secret if Jinbei knows about it. Breaking out of prison, the idea of an official being arrested struck me as odd. I can't believe you know such an old story. It's true. Back then, we never made direct contact, huh? Oh, that's how he heard about Jinbei. He was a part of Cypher Pole when Jinbei was a warlord. I'm pretty happy with how things turned out, but I used to have it rough due to a mistake I made 12 years ago. I used to be considered a bright prospect, a rival to the genius Rob Gucci. A genius to the rival Rob Lucci. Remember when I wanted Who's Who to fight Zoro? Remember when I wanted Who's Who to not have a devil fruit? I'm liking this. Who's stronger than Toby Ropo? I'd say he is the strongest Toby Ropo, absolutely. I'm pretty happy with how things turned out, but I used to have it rough due to a mistake I made 12 years ago. I used to be considered a bright prospect, a rival to the genius Rob Lucci. Fang Pit, the nigga got flying like chomps. Circle gets the square. Kaido's hybrid form should have had his dragon nose and beard. Hold on, it's some fan art that I found a while ago. Who's also got my favorite hybrid form, maybe my second next to Kaido. In terms of Zoan hybrid forms, I like Rob Lucci's, Dalton's. I don't fucking know what Chopper is. Yeah, Rob Lucci, Dalton. called it bad yesterday. Don't hit me with a gone place. Just hoping I could throw smiles in the face. Romantic, talking young, even if I try. Show me all the zones. Dalton. Not that big of a pale hybrid guy. Rob Lucci. Oh, Chaka. I like Chaka's hybrid. I like the Boa Sisters hybrid. Jabra could have had a better hybrid for him. Dalmatian, meh. It looked like he's just wearing a Dalmatian mask. Buzz from the 3D adventure, he was alright. Like looking like a dog griffin, a dog like bird, that shit was kind of fire. Drake's was a little too stupid for me. I don't like page 1. I don't think we saw Jax. Didn't see Kings. Queens is a nurner. Oh yeah, Ulti was meh. Sasaki has a devil. Oh yeah, Sasaki has a Triceratops. Morgan's best hybrid? You stupid. So it was chapter 421. People saying Rob Lucci foreshadowed who's who. I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna go and check that out, bro. As soon as this is done. While y'all are at it, join the Discord. Join the Discord. Bam. Pin message. Forgot to put that up in the beginning. But you said chapter 421. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Let me get back to the chapter. Oh no. What am I doing? Why can't I do it? Can't let y'all see my hentai. Pretty Fang. Wait, what was I? Pretty happy 12 years ago. Rob Lucci. All right, yeah, Fang pistol. The man has Monster Hunter roars. His Monster Hunter roars. Jinbei dipped that shit, no problem. Bam. I can see your talent. You use variants of the 6 powers I've never seen before. Who's who better than Rob Lucci? Yo, if Who's Who pulls out the Rokugan, if he pulls out the Rokugan, I swear to God. Is this the Rob Lucci like repeat that everybody wanted, but without Rob Lucci? I think I've made this joke before, but a cat fighting a fish. I mean, come on. Oh, shut up. Yo, Ed Hog, you are like a living meme at this point, bro. Kaku's hybrid form top tier. Kaku's hybrid form is tragic. Katakuri hybrid form when he removed his scar. Shut the fuck up. Ulti's hybrid form was cold and aesthetically pleasing. A claw Rokugan. Bro, the Rokugan. Your situation sounds unfortunate, but it doesn't seem to have anything to do with me. On the contrary, you said it yourself. You're a proud member of the Straw Hat crew. That name always reminds me of my bitter past. 12 years ago, I failed to guard a devil fruit that was being transported on a government ship. I was shocked when Straw Hat Luffy came to prominence 2 years ago. That's when I learned the stolen gum fruit had been eaten by him. What the fuck? What the fuck? A fruit important enough for the government to guard? Chapter 1017, is there more pages? No! What the fuck? Bro, fucking Shanks! Fucking Shanks! Redfield's also cool. Oh yeah, Patrick Redfield. His hybrid form looked kind of cartoony, but yeah, I liked his devil fruit. Fuck that! Ed Hog, you know I love non-canon shit. Shanks beat the shit out of the red-haired pirate stole the gum fruit. The gum fruit has importance. I've been thinking about this all day. Bro, no break, by the way. Wait. It didn't say a break next week. Oda's going strong. What if it was gonna go to an admiral? Head ass off the dome fucking idea. What if the gum fruit used to belong to Zebek? Cause what fucking the stretchy fruit? Like what the fuck? Nobody would have given that fruit a second look. I love me some Six Paths. What the fuck? I think Shanks robbed him for notoriety. Part of being a Yonko. Silvers, I sent the image in Discord. Where did you send it? In room with no mics? Yes, you did. You're worthy of being captain. I'd like to tell a certain idiot I know about you, but can your ability keep up with your commitment if you die? I'd like to tell a certain idiot I know about you. I mean, yeah, you could interpret it as that. But back on the fucking matter at hand. I heard Rocks, I heard Roger, I heard Joy Boy. I think it may have belonged to Zebek. First off, Christian, what's going on? How you doing? What if it belonged to Zebek? 44 minutes late, start over. Kuma, I started over in the beginning. You gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to go back yourself. What if it belonged to Zebek? Because the rubber fruit, nobody would like bat an eye at that shit. Because all it does is make you stretchy. Make you stretchy. That's it. Zebek made that fruit so goddamn busted that the world government decided we're going to take this, because if anybody learns about Zebek and learns what he was able to do with it, they'll be able to do just as much as him, and we don't want a repeat of the Rocks Pirates. But then Shanks heard about that fruit is in the East Blue somewhere. Lothar, my dude, what is going on? Yeah, but then, excuse me, but then Shanks heard about the fruit is in the East Blue somewhere. It's in the East Blue. The world government has it. And that's why Shanks spent so long in the East Blue. Not because it was just, damn, Makino, you sexy as hell, I'm gonna put a baby in you. But because they were looking for where the fruit was. What if they were destroying marine bases? They were raiding marine bases all over the East Blue until they finally fucking found it. I don't think it has anything to do with who owned it before. Kaido would have mentioned Luffy's power. That is a good point. Kaido would have 100% mentioned it, especially if it belonged to Zebek. And on top of it, Blackbeard would have probably mentioned it too. It's been a minute. How you been? I've been doing all right, Lothar. How you doing, bro? I think Blackbeard probably would have mentioned it too. Can't wait for the cancer next chapter. Bill, what are you talking about? The cancer next chapter? What are you talking about? If anything, this opens up the floodgates for way more discussion. Well, I guess that could give rise to cancer. Like, we got a whole week of shit to get through. I always thought Shanks went somewhere out of the East Blue and took it, since he was based in Fuchsia Village for a year. The only way that would logically make sense is if he went from the East Blue into the Calm Belt, into the Grand Line, into the Calm Belt, into the South Blue. Like, he traveled multiple oceans and then came back to the East Blue. But I think they stayed in the East Blue for the most part. Been busy? Hey, bro, if you do what you gotta do, man. Official says that they stole it from an enemy ship. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Shanks spent a year in the East Blue, what if they were raiding world government bases looking for the fruit, and then they got word it's being transported, and they went over and they fucked them up, and they got it, and they got it. I mean, it was sitting in a fucking treasure chest. If it was just some random fruit that they found, I don't think they would have put it inside a treasure chest. I think they'd have it just sitting somewhere. They're like, yo, look what the fuck we found. Because remember when Roger's crew raided some fuck off pirate ship, and they found the chop fruit that Buggy ate. He just found it. I heard the gum fruit is worth just as much as the op fruit. No way can be more important. The op fruit, I understand why that's relevant. Eric Shanks! Shanks! Maybe it was one of several CP9 was guarding. The gum just a high level fruit. It may have been just a high level fruit. Like, it may have just been a desired fruit. But if it was only one of many fruits that CP9 was guarding, why didn't Shanks' crew have more than one devil fruit? Why was that the only devil fruit that they had? That's why I think it was hit to gain more notoriety. So Shanks and them were just chilling, just decided, let's chill in the East Blue for a little while, even though he's already been to the New World. Like, even Whitebeard said it was a shock when the almighty Shanks came back to the New World missing an arm. But if Shanks did that, it was more important to the world government that they had to guard it. Why would the Gorosei still meet with Shanks? It was before he was an emperor, and now Shanks is way fucking more important than he was back then. Granted, he still was a member of Roger's crew back then, but he wasn't part of Roger's crew back then, but it was still known. The world government probably still knew he was a part of the Roger Pirates back then. But he became an emperor after he left the East Blue. So at that time, he was just a well-known pirate who hit up a world government ship and took... He was fucking Makino for 6 months. Jesus Christ. He was smashing Makino for way more than 6 months. He was smashing Makino for a year that he was in the East Blue. He left. She stayed for him. She stayed there over the time skip. Because remember, they said nobody knows where Shanks is. Out of all of the emperors, you could find Big Mom. You could find Big Mom and Whole Cake and Totland, but you got to get to Whole Cake Island, and it's impossible to get into Totland through all of these islands, onto Whole Cake, into the chateau, into the castle, and then into her room just to see her. Impossible. Not happening. Kaido, on whatever base that he's in, on his fucking base, but nobody knows how to get to him. You just can't fucking get to him. You just can't. Whitebeard is always on the Moby Dick, but again, you got to get through his fucking armada and then onto his ship just to see him. And even still, the Moby Dick is always moving. Shanks, nobody knows where the fuck he is. Nobody knows. How the fuck did Ace find Shanks? There's no proof that Shanks is the one that took the fruit from the world government. He may have taken it from someone who took it from them. That is ridiculous. Pharaoh, that is too convoluted and too many sequence of events. Unless that middle party is important, why add them? Shanks and them, we know Shanks and them took the gum fruit from an enemy ship. Enemy of pirates is the world government. And we know that he was part of CP9 and the gum fruit was stolen from him. Ryuma has a black blade, and his most famous accomplishment was killing the dragon. Zoro will defeat King, who has a dragon fruit, and make Enma into a black blade and become highly respected in Wano. I agree with the majority of that, but I don't think Enma is going to be a black blade this arc. Exo, what's going on? Can I join the discussion, Silvers? Is that Exo? I know it's you, Exo. We talked about this. Don't know if I'm going to be doing like the group discussion thing right now. I may do it. Wait, how long have we been going? Oh yeah, it's been an hour. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing the group discussion. Cause I gotta do something that I don't do. I have to clean up my fucking room because I gotta set up my new chair. I got a new chair. I'm happy. New chair. I'm going back to bed. Good night. Hey, good night, Mac. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, man. The party doesn't have to be important. The reason Shanks took it could be important. But that's what I'm saying. Why write in a third party taking it from the world government just for Shanks to take it from somebody who doesn't matter? That's the point that I'm trying to make. If they're not important, why write them in? When you can cut out the middleman and just have Shanks take the fruit from the world government. And it would also make a lot more sense as to how who's who lost. It was against fucking Shanks. Then Zoro will continue on with Nidai and the Sandai Kitetsu? What? No, because by the end of this arc, Zoro is going to have Wado Ichimonji, Enma, and Kitetsu the second. Because again, I still think that Wano is going to fall. Onigashima is going to fall into Wano, and we've already seen that Hitetsu is in the flower capital. If he wanted to, he can give Zoro Kitetsu the second and upgrade Kitetsu the third, making all three of his swords on the same level of grade. I hate my neighbors. I hate my neighbors so much. I was about to pull something up. Shanks fresh off his Mihawk beef. Kaido hybrid form fan art. Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Oh, somebody did a 3D model for Kaido, for hybrid form Kaido. That's wild. Hold on, because I'm trying to find that fan art of Kaido that it was somebody drew a long time ago. The same person who drew the hybrid form Kaido is the same person who drew like half hockey face demon Zoro. I have the image saved, but I got so many goddamn images in my save that it's not even funny. That's a cool background. I think I'm gonna keep that. Shanks is extremely cordial with the world government, so it would make more sense if he didn't steal it from them. No, when Shanks walked into the Gorosei, he had a serious expression on his face, and he snuck in. If he was that cordial with the world government, if they were that tight, he wouldn't have to sneak in. He would be welcomed in. Why do y'all think Shanks got in his bag that put him on Yonko level above Mihawk? I think he is, but can't make any solid reasoning. Shanks might be a triple agent. Why is everybody so hung up on Shanks being a triple agent or Shanks being evil or he's not really what he claims to be? Shanks is Shanks, okay? He saw Roger and Luffy. The gum fruit has some kind of importance. Luffy ate it. And as much as I hate the idea of it, it's some kind of stroke of fate that the kid that Shanks saw Roger in, that Kaido sees Roger in, that resembles Goldie Roger so much. The grandson of Monkey D. Garp, the foster brother of the son of Gold Roger, ate the devil fruit that has some kind of crazy importance after Shanks had already stolen it. Just some random kid in some random town that Shanks happened to be in. This kid just fucking gobbled it. I think it's some kind of stroke of fate. And I hate that theme in a lot of series, but if it's done right, it's done fucking right. Where the fuck is that picture? This is gonna drive me fucking insane. They just don't want to be betrayed. Shanks still good, but he is a master manipulator. Bill, I agree with you on that. I think Shanks is playing like 45D chess in every direction. All of a sudden, we think Shanks got a super plot cooking. Come on. I don't think he has a super plot cooking, but I do think that he is like not hyper observant, but like I do think that Shanks understands the flow of events a lot better than most people in the One Piece world. I don't think that Shanks is manipulating everything from the background on some like Eisen bullshit, but I do think that once something happens, he starts to move things into place in order so he can deal with it. Shanks just a dude chilling, being dude with his bros, being dudes. Dudes, feel me? Shanks is a dude who's being a dude, chilling with his dudes on an island with his bros, being bros. But when it's time to get serious, Shanks and his crew are serious. Don't believe me? They poured liquor on his head. They disrespected him. And he was just like, fuck it. But as soon as they pulled the gun, as soon as they started fucking with Luffy, they blew a dude's head up. No, not under there. No. Where the fuck is it? I can't find it. Oh, it's over there. Soon as things got serious, they put a knife to Luffy. They put a sword to Luffy and then put a gun to Shanks' head and was like, yeah, you ain't so big now. And Shanks turned and was like, nigga, what? And blew that motherfucker's head off. He blew his fucking head off and told them, don't play with guns. That's pretty much what Shanks said. Don't play with guns. I should have really just said I was spoiling. Wait, what? I'm a time traveler? What the hell are you talking about? Zoro has Kotetsu the third right now. Kotetsu the second is in Wano. He'll make Enma a black blade and give it back to Wano? Why would he's not? Enma is a famous sword that belonged to Odin, but it's not a treasure of Wano. It's a sword that belonged to Odin that he gave to Hiyori, and Hiyori told Zoro, "Listen, give Shusui back to the country, and I'll give you my sword." And he took it. There's no reason to give it back. And why would he give it back after he made it a black blade? That's an accomplishment. And after he gives it back, what sword is he getting to replace it? Oh, yo, what's good, Wing? That's my question. If Zoro does give back Enma, what sword is he getting to replace it? If he gets Kotetsu the second, that's a huge downgrade. Simply because one, it's just the cursed sword that, as far as we know, that comes with no extra special properties. Wado isn't going away from Zoro. Yeah, Wado's not going anywhere. Ever wonder why the first thing Tashigi does when she sees the Wado is try and take it from Zoro? She didn't try. The first time she saw Wado Ichimonji, she grabbed it and looked at it and was like, oh my god, that's crazy, and put it down because she knew it wasn't hers. It wasn't until she found out he was a pirate that she tried to take it. I'm telling y'all I'm from the future and spoiling. You must be from an alternate reality reading Three Piece. Fight me. Cole has a toy sword while Silvers has a toy gun. Love it. It's not a toy, it's a home safety weapon. It's a home safety weapon. Gas power, a gas and CO2? A small gas container. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a small gas container and it fires rubber bullets. It has rubber bullets. So it's a home safety weapon. Give me 1 second. I need to replace the canister in it. Yeah. Fires rubber bullets. This shit hurts. We betting money? Betting money on what? What, that Zoro's gonna lose Wado? That Zoro's gonna lose Wado? It shoots gas? No, it shoots rubber bullets. It's propelled by gas. He gives wait, hold on. Wait. Hey, Brago, what's going on, man? Hold on, because I need to read this wild ass theory. He gives Enma back because he feels like he didn't make it into a Black Blade himself. It's not a Black Blade now. Like, what do you mean? It's not a Black Blade now. He had a Black Blade, gave it back because he was getting an equal trade, and he's gonna turn these into Black Blades. So then he decides to make Need Eye instead. Need Eye. I think he's going to get Need Eye, but I don't think that he's gonna give back Enma, get Need Eye, Wado, and like Sandai. Like, no, he's not gonna have two Kitetsus at one time. He's probably going to give Hitetsu back Kitetsu the third and trade that for Kitetsu the second. Because Wado's not going anywhere. That's some shit that just... Hey, Edens, you foul. Edens, you foul. What day do you wear the Nugget t-shirt? I love the ramen shirt though. I got a couple ramen shirts, bro. And the Nugget shirt, oh my god. I'll Brago, just for you, I will get a Nugget shirt. I will get a red McDonald's shirt that says "Lovin' Nuggets." Just for y'all. Jesus fucking Christ. Let the Nugget I don't care. I'm owning up to it. I'm owning up to it. Fuck it. These shit slap. Oh, wait. Manage, thanks for subbing, bro. Hope you're enjoying your time. Wado is going away too? Where's Wado going? Where's Wado going? Is he gonna give Wado Ichimonji to Hitetsu? Like, what the hell? And again, if he gets rid of Enma and Wado Ichimonji, his two strongest swords, by the way, one of them which is a magic hockey booster, the other one is just straight up strong and sharp. He's giving up two swords that are, what are they? In the Owazamono, yeah, in the Owazamono grade. Mato. Oh, I need to do that. Let's look at this. So what you're saying is that he's going to give up Enma and Wado Ichimonji after he had already given up Shusui, and he's only going to have Kitetsu the Third, which is 2 grades below the 3 swords that he's going to lose this arc. So he's only going to have Kitetsu the Second. Oh, I'm sorry, and you also think that he's going to get Kitetsu, he's only going to have Kitetsu the Third, and you think he's going to get Kitetsu the Second as well. So he's going to have 2 of the cursed swords. What is that 3rd sword that he's going to have? Please enlighten me. Headcanon that Zoro gets his own blade forged? I used to like the idea of like a master of like an upcoming like blacksmith forging Zoro a new sword that gets added to the Wazumono grades. But that's back when I thought Wano was going to be something different. Was going to be something way different. I'm not on board with that as of right now. We may go to another island outside of Wano and get one of those blacksmiths, and we may get a new sword for Zoro, but with the way that I think things are gonna progress, I don't see it as likely. Because Zoro already has Wado that he's fucking not gonna get rid of. He has Enma, which he just got this arc, and it's even stated that if it is turned into a Black Blade, the potential exists for it to move up into the Supreme Grade class. And I also think that he's going to upgrade Kitetsu the Third for Kitetsu the Second. So now you have 3 great grade swords that if turned into Black Blades, they may have the potential to become like 3 swords of the same grade that Mihawk has. So there's really no room for Zoro to get a new sword or have a new sword forged for him unless one of them breaks. And with that in mind, he has to fight a really, really strong opponent, a top tier fucking opponent, a godly opponent, in order to break one of his swords. He said, watch. He'll get 2 Kitetsus at once? What do you mean he'll get 2 Kitetsu? He already has a Kitetsu. If he gets Kitetsu the First, he already has a sword in the Supreme Grade class. Damn, why my chat just bug out like that? Where did everything go? We betting money, watch. Join the Discord. Oh, you did join the Discord. I guess in the general chat, make a claim for the Iron Bank, and I'll review the claim. Trading the Sandai for the Nidai. I absolutely do believe he's going to trade the Sandai for the Nidai. What do you think of the idea that forgers using advanced armament is used to make cursed blades, and forgers with Conqueror's Haki create Supreme Grade blades? I like the idea of the Conqueror's Haki making Supreme Grade blades, but it still takes an expert craftsman in order to make a Supreme Grade. As far as using Haki to make cursed blades, I still like the idea of the traditional, romanticized story about pirates and their will for something being so strong during their death or after death that it just creates a curse. And yes, I know I said will and Haki is willpower exuded, but still, I like the idea of curses actually being something that's rare, something that's created either on the brink of death or after death. But wait, if that's the case, If that's the case, how is all 3 of the Kotetsu swords cursed? And didn't Hitetsu create one of the Kotetsu swords? Hitetsu made Kotetsu the third, and that shit's cursed. So how the fuck is he still here? Zoro will have all 3 Kotetsus. It's a possibility, but I don't think that he's going to lose Wano, have Kotetsu the third, second, and first. Like, Wano is the sword that he's taking with him on the journey. Oh, rubber bullets. Yes, rubber bullets. It shoots rubber bullets. And it actually shoots paintballs too, but I don't have the right caliber paintballs for this shit. This one shoots rubber bullets and this one shoots rubber bullets and BBs, but it's freaking it's electric powered. Put that down. He gives Wado to Tashigi once he has Shoda. Why would he give Wado to Tashigi? He already told her, you will never get this sword from me, ever. You will never take this sword from me. The only way that I could see Zoro, like Tashigi, having Wado in any form is after this series, her and Zoro are bumping uglies. And like they're together. And so by extension, everything he has is hers. Which means Zoro is going to have a lot of swords by the end of the series. That's what they read. Bro, I don't even think you can call it 2-piece at this point. Like, people are, at this point, I think he's reading like 5-piece. Make it say blubber nuggets. Love it. Alright, if I can get somebody to draw up something for me about like with a character of mine or anything and have something to do with nuggets, I'll fucking order the shirt. Wado is going to Tashigi. You saying Wado is going to Tashigi isn't really like furthering your point. Wado goes to Tashigi near the very end of the series. I can understand that after Zoro has become the world's strongest swordsman, he's accomplished his dream and the promise that he made to Kuina. Outside of that, I really don't. I don't see the purpose in like Zoro downgrading from two, possibly 3 of the great swords just to only have Kotetsu the third and Kotetsu the second. It really just doesn't make sense to me. Hey, I'm D Queen. Thank you for the dono. Oh my god, I appreciate it. Did that come with a message? Or is that a super chat? Oh, I think it was, yeah, it's a super chat. It's a super chat. Motherfucker, I hate that they don't let you put messages up for anything like less than a certain amount. That shit irks me. Silver's he from the future. He read the volume I sent you. Bro, 2-piece probably slapping. Zoro will have all 3 Kotetsus. Nah. I'm from the future. You keep saying you're from the future, but we have somebody in the chat whose name is Future. If you're from Future, then like Future, get your boy. He gives Tashigi Wado once he gets Shodai. But okay. Okay. Nonetheless, twice the world government have done something because Shanks being him. He's cordial with them, which makes me think that he didn't rob them. If Shanks didn't rob, if Shanks isn't, if Shanks didn't steal it from him, why would, why would Who's Who have been in prison? Unless you're still dead set on it being that somebody else stole it, and then Shanks stole it too, and was going to give it back to the world government, but then Luffy ate it. But if that was the case, at the time, Luffy was just some orphan fuck who's the grandson of the guy his old captain used to fight. Why wouldn't Shanks take this orphan kid and give him to the world government instead? Is it because he saw Roger in Luffy and that's why he didn't give him over to the world government? Either way, like, no matter how you look at it, I still think that Shanks is the one who fucked over Who's Who. It's Shanks' fault that he was in prison. It's Shanks' fault that he had to escape. And ultimately, if you go back to the beginning of time, it's Shanks' fault that he's a beast pirate. Could you imagine that? Who's Who and Rob Lucci like tag teaming Luffy in Ennis Lobby? Ooh. Yeah, Edens, that's what I'm saying. If the world government just set Who's Who up as just like a fall guy for some shit that they already knew was gonna happen, that's kind of stupid. You're getting rid of you're getting rid of a kid that you trained from birth. Because remember, all of the CP9 agents, all of those CP9 kids were trained on that fuck off island. Gum fruit is just a regular fruit, nothing special. Fight me. Exo, that is a possibility. It's just a regular devil fruit with no like special attributes like the op fruit that gives immortality. It's just a fruit that can be utilized in like crazy ways. Unlike something like, let's just say the flame fruit, where that's literally what it is. It's fire. It's fucking flames. Whereas the gum fruit, it's more, I guess you could say versatile. It has more utility. I mean, look what the fuck Luffy's doing. I read Marvel, I read DC, Plastic Man, Mr. Fantastic, all of these assholes, and when I first got into One Piece and I'm seeing Luffy stretch and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, when is he gonna blow his hand up and make a hammer? Nah, he pumped his legs and made his blood flow faster so he could fucking run, so he can move faster. That shit is fucking wild. That was creative as hell. Silvers, if Zoro makes Enma a black blade, gives it back to Wano, and takes the Nidai and Sandai with him on to Elbath, then you have to join me in a call on Discord. If he doesn't, I'll give you $20. I'll put it, copy that message, put it in the Discord, in the general chat, tag me in it, and I'll put it in the Iron Bank. I agree to your terms. I agree to those terms. Because there's no way Zoro is going to give back a sword that he just got, that he's been training with, just to swap it out for the better version of a sword that he already has. If anything, look Hitetsu in the goddamn face, because we already know that Hitetsu respects Zoro as a swordsman. Hell, to the point that he's even giving him pointers on on the swords that he has. Like, if anything, he's gonna give Hitetsu back his sword. As a matter of fact, who forged Hitetsu the second? Togetsu. Who the fuck? Wait, movie 6, a character named Totetsu. Oh, that's the guy from that shit. Totetsu was a swordsmith who crafted the cursed Owasmono sword. Nidai Kitetsu is the so the Kitetsu swordsmith. He gives Hitsetsu his sword, the one that he made. Just because this is a black blade don't mean shit. He gives Hitsetsu back his sword and exchanges it out for Kitetsu the second. Oh shit, I'm holding this the wrong way. For Kitetsu the second. That's how I think it's gonna go down. I don't think that Zoro's going to give back Enma the sword that he just got, the sword that he's been training with, the sword that a lot of people argue is the very reason that he was able to hurt or scar Kaido in the first place. And he traded out a Wano sword for a Wano sword already. He's not gonna give back the Wano sword just for a third replacement. That's just bonkers to me. If anything, like I said, he's gonna get all three of his swords on the same grade of. He's going to have all three of his swords in the same class of Wazumono grade. Wado Ichimonji, Kitetsu the second, and Enma. He already gave back Shusui. What the fuck, Tashigi? Oh, no. I'm looking at the skillful grades, thinking that they're in the great grades. I was about to say, Tashigi, what the fuck? You have a great grade sword? Nah, but Tashigi has Kashu. That's the one that she took off of. Kashu's the one that she took off of Mr. 11, right? And this is the one that she took off of Billy. Yep, Billy the Orca Killer. Damn, Tashigi, you not making progress at all. You only got 3 fucking swords? Well, you only found 2 and was able to confiscate 2? Shit. Zoro's been through more swords than that. I mean, Lucky said they took it, but I guess it can be interpreted from someone else maybe. I think it can be interpreted that way. Interpreted that way, but I don't think that's what happened. Because again, why have the world government and Shanks fighting? Like, why insert a third party into that if they're not important? Why have a third party in between, like as a go-between Shanks and the world government if they're not important? If it was a third party, they would have mentioned, like, I feel like who would have mentioned, I just fucked up and some random pirates took it. But the fact that we knew Shanks had the gum fruit, and they said that they took it from an enemy ship. They took it from an enemy ship, and then who says that it was stolen from me? There's no mention or any kind of like alluding to a third party. Another popular one is it got mistaken for the yami fruit from Blackbeard. The Gamu Nomi. Okay, that's the gum fruit. The yami nomi. Okay, we need to close him out for a second. Okay. I guess I can see people confusing the two fruits. I mean, I guess I can see how they can get confused. Kinda, sort of. Shanks is either the third strongest emperor in front of Blackbeard or the weakest fight me? That makes no sense. We know he was able to repel Kaido after, like, during Marineford. And I don't care what anybody says, oh, he just gave him some booze or they talked it out. Kaido's not a talk it out person. He's not. There was nothing that ever said that they just talked it out or he gave him booze. They said that they clashed and Shanks repelled Kaido. He pushed Kaido back. After seeing all of the accomplishments that Odin did with Enma, makes me wonder what were the what were the blades of the previous best swordsmen, and also what feats have Wado and Kitetsu blades pulled off? I don't know. I made a video about black blades, but in all honesty, I don't want to say it didn't do much. Like my Black Blade video, it was really just me giving criteria on like what I believe are the like it takes to create a black blade. But I think that's being like having a full dedication to swordsmanship, carrying a sword for a long period of time, as well as having conqueror's haki. But even with those three things, Odin still never created a black blade. Roger never created a black blade. And as far as we know, Rayleigh has used the same two swords, because we've seen him use two different swords across, in the series. We've seen him use a katana, and we've seen him use like a fucking like a broadsword. I put rate. Okay, yeah, that's the sword there, but I need to find a better picture. Okay, yeah, that's the fucking sword. The sword that he used against Kizaru. Some bitch. Yeah, that's the sword that he used against Kizaru. It's like a long broadsword that somehow he's able to swing around with one fucking hand. And ask me how the fuck that shit's possible. Silvers, one day we gotta talk about what makes a named sword with a rank. The quality that it's forged with. That's what I think. I mean, every Wazamono grade sword has a name. Every Wazamono is a Mado, but not every Mado is a Wazamono. That's the one thing that I believe, and that kind of irks me when it comes to the Wazamono. And when people talk about them, they say, "Oh, well, Cracker's sword is a Wazamono grade sword." Pretzel, I don't think is a Wazamono. Even right here, they don't know where these things fall, like what category they fall into, because the Wazamono grade swords, in my opinion, are all of some type of Japanese inspired sword. Whereas other swords like Pretzel, which is a broadsword, Durandal, which I actually think that's a holy sword. I mean, granted, I could be wrong, and chances are I probably am, because Durandal is a famous sword of epic fucking proportions that it'd blow my mind if it's not like graded amongst these great swords. It could still have a name. It could still be famous, but in terms of its craftsmanship, it's probably not of the same caliber as the rest of these. Like they said with Shusui, or I think it was Wada, one of them, you could have a dinosaur step on it and it wouldn't break. Whereas probably something like Durandal, it would probably break. You could just reforge it. It's still the holy sword Durandal, but it could probably break. Oh, excuse me. Fight you, EXO? Send me your address. Send me your address, bro. That's how I'm coming. Send me your address. Silvers, do you think it can be possible for a black blade to be created by a blacksmith with haki? Seeing as how my original, like, how I thought black blades were originally forged is just how black blades are forged in the real world. How any colored blade is forged in the real world. From the tempering, the oils, the everything that goes into turning metal or steel a different color, aside from just straight up spray painting that shit. I do think black blades can be made by the blacksmiths themselves, but do I think they exist in One Piece? Maybe. I mean, there are supposed to be 12 of the supreme grade swords, but we only know about 3 and only have seen 2. Before one of the most recent SBSs, we thought we only knew about 2 and I've only seen 1. When a character gets robbed by someone famous, they usually mention the person who did it, similar to how hard brings up Shanks when referencing why Luffy is a pirate. Why hard? You mean Garp? I agree with you, Farrell, but you also got to remember Shanks wasn't an emperor at that time. And this chapter just ends with who's who saying, I fucked up. We haven't elaborated on it very much. For all we know, next chapter we may go deeper into it and find out, yeah, it was Shanks who fucked me up. I think it's more logical that it was Shanks and not some third party because there was no third party mentioned. Shanks had, and it's not even alluded to. Shanks had the fruit. They said they took it from an enemy ship. Who's who said he had the fruit and lost it and it was stolen from him. The red hair pirate said that they took it from an enemy. The world government's an enemy. CP9's the enemy. That logical conclusion, Shanks took it from CP9. To say Shanks took it from a pirate who took it from who's who, then that's just adding an extra like route for absolutely no reason. Garb, damn autocorrect. Yeah, I knew what you meant. This dude drinking a polar bowl? What the hell? Those go hard though? What the hell? Every new chapter, only more plot holes in One Piece. How is that a plot hole? You mean adding more plot to it? Adding more questions? Oda already said that. Wasn't it Lucky Roo's fruit? It wasn't Lucky Roo's fruit. Lucky Roo was just the one who was holding on to it. As of right now, we don't know what they were doing, what they were planning to do with the fruit. They had it in a treasure chest. Luffy opened the treasure chest. I don't know why the fuck it wasn't under lock and key. Luffy opened the chest, took it out, and he started snacking on it. Gotta be some tough pirates to get it from CP9. Shanks was already a tough pirate. He went and recruited the best sharpshooter in the entire East Blue. I mean, Shanks had some crazy people. Ben Beckman, who I think was categorized as the smartest person in the East Blue. Like that shit's wild. Shanks with just those 2 guys was already monsters. And then we got Lucky Roo's mysteriously terrifying ass. Can be Shanks because doesn't care about logic? Shanks stole the most important devil fruit and now he had bonds with the world government. I don't think that the Gum fruit could have been important, but not because it had a special ability like the Op fruit to make people immortal. I think it was a top tier. It was like somebody in the chat said, it was probably a top tier fruit that either belonged to somebody else or it was just straight up it was just fucking top tier. And the world government just said, yeah, we're going to take this and we're going to keep it for ourselves. Hell, and like somebody else even said, it probably was about to go to an admiral. It's adding an extra person, but it's not for no reason. It brings a logical conclusion to Shanks' relationship with the world government. It could bring that. It could be a logical conclusion. It could be logical if Shanks is working for the world government, but as of right now, there is no third party mentioned. There's no third party mentioned. There's no alluding to a third party. They said they took it from an enemy ship. Who said it was stolen? Those are the only two. Who had it? Shanks had it when Luffy ate it. Those are the only two mentioned. That's the only conclusion that we can come to. Everything else is just theorizing. Is just theorizing in headcanon without any real like evidence to back it up. Most people are just going, Shanks is evil. Shanks is colluding with the world government because he snuck into Mary Joie under cloak and shadows and said, "There's a pirate I need to talk to you about." And now, just from there's a pirate I want to talk about, from 8 to 9 words, just based off of 8 to 9 words, people think that Shanks is evil. Hell, before that chapter even came out, years before that, people were theorizing that Shanks was evil just because it would have been a crazy twist. Yo, Black Zeus, I don't know why I read that as Nuka Zeus. Oh my God, Black Zeus, what's going on, man? Thank you for subbing. Who do you think the previous owner of the gum fruit was? Originally, when just going through the chapter, like after the chapter ended, I was thinking, what if it belonged to Zebek, and that's why the world government was transporting it. That's why Shanks was looking for it. That's why Shanks took it. But somebody pointed out, if it was Zebek's fruit, I think, yeah, it was Christian who pointed it out. If it was Zebek's fruit, then Kaido would have said something. He had PTSD just from looking at Zoro holding Enma, going, "Oh shit, that's fucking Odin's sword. Oh shit, it's James the nigga hating dolphin." If he was fighting somebody with his former captain's devil fruit, he would have said something. So I don't think it belonged to Zebek. I think it was, at this point, I'm more along the lines right now that it belonged to a top tier, or it's just a top tier fruit that can be utilized, that the world government was just like, yeah, we're transporting this fruit. But most likely it's going to have some kind of importance that's going to be explained. I don't think that it's a special ability that it has, or if it is, it's not going to be something like the Abab fruit. Who do you think I already read that. Sengoku was responsible for the Opie, right? He lost it and nothing happened to him. I don't think Sengoku was in charge of the Opie no Mi. Yeah, he wasn't in charge of it. Yeah, Sengoku wasn't in charge of it. Something just happened. Something happened to where it was in the world government's hands, and then Barrels got a hold of it, and he was just a random fuck off pirate at that point. He wasn't even worth his metal. He wasn't worth his weight in fucking beans. He wasn't. Kenneth Washington II. Kenneth, is that you? Kenneth, I know you. All right, Kenneth, if this is you, finish this phrase. You're just a boy, Kenneth, you're just a boy. Finish that phrase to let me know if that's you. You're just a boy, Kenneth, you're just a boy. Something Void Century related, probably. Etchy man, thank you for subbing. Wait, let me think for a second. Go. Yo, my head hurt. Yeah, it's you. No, you're just a boy, Kenneth. You're just a boy. Crazy Legs, thank you for subbing. Finish that phrase if you remember it. Suru was in charge of it. I don't think Suru was in charge of it. Suru was in charge of recovering it. But then, what's the name? But then Corazon shoved it down Law's gullet. Shanks could be one who took it from the person who stole it from Who's Who and was transporting it to them. Yeah, it's been years and I'm high. Yo, Kenneth, you funny as hell. we just went over that, Kenneth. Yes, the possibility exists that Shanks was transporting it back to the world government, but there's nothing that suggests there was a third party. There was only two people mentioned. Only two people mentioned. There were only two people like that were involved in that whole thing as of right now. Who's who and CP9 and Shanks, because they say they stole it from an enemy ship. Until we get more information or until it's revealed, Shanks is the one who stole it. Shanks could be the one. I already read that. Yeah, I like the idea. It's the anti-whitebeard fruit is why the world government wanted it. Anti-whitebeard fruit? Why would the gum fruit be anti-whitebeard? Be like a counter to whitebeard? Oh, is it because like shockwaves reverberating off of rubber and it doesn't do anything? But we've already seen shockwaves hurt Luffy when he fought Jinbei. Thought it has been less time. Wait, let me think for a second. Wait, 11. Wait, huh? How long has it been since Luffy ate the fruit? Yeah, it's been like 12 years. It's been like 12 years. As a matter of fact, I think it's been 12 years. Yeah, it's been 12. Luffy was 7 when Shanks left his village. Scene set sail 10 years later, and then the 2-year time skip. Yep, 12. What's the topic? The chapter. We were just talking about the chapter. Mostly. Well, at first we was talking about what sword Zoro was gonna have, and Ecchi was reading 3-piece talking about Zoro's gonna give Enma back. He's gonna get rid of Wano, and he's gonna have all 3 Katetsus. And then we were talking about who was possibly the one who stole the gum fruit, and I'm saying it's most likely Shanks. Lee Haynes also, what's going on, man? How you doing? The person who said it wasn't mentioned because it could just be some random strong person. No one was mentioned actually, Silvers. No one was mentioned. As of right now, we only know of 2 contributing parties at the time that the gum fruit was taken. CP9 and Shanks. There's no mentioning of a third party. There's absolutely no mention or alluding. The only way that it makes sense for a third party is if you believe Shanks works for the world government. And there's nothing to say that Shanks works for the world government. He snuck into Mary Joie just to speak with the Gorosei. That he went to go speak with people in a position of power is just that they're not aligned with him. If anything, that's similar to him going to speak to Whitebeard, except the only difference is him and Whitebeard are in the same profession. And the Gorosei even said normally we'd tell you to fuck off, but because you're you, we'll hear you out. It wasn't them going, what do you have to report? They said, we'll hear you out just because you're you. Shanks is a special type of person, but not working for the world government. I'm gonna steal a devil fruit back from someone who stole it from CP9 and give it back. If that was the case, if Shanks was taking it back, why would they still imprison Who's Who? Why would they imprison somebody that they spent years training themselves? Somebody who was on par with Rob Lucci. Just because he lost the devil fruit to some random fuck off pirate, and then an agent that they had, a fucking deep cover agent was going to get it back anyway. Why would they still imprison Who's Who? That's a waste of an agent. I think because it was Shanks, they imprisoned him. Shanks stole the fruit, and they knew because Shanks has it, He's not an emperor right now, but he's still a force to be fucking reckoned with. Because it's Shanks, there's no way we're getting that fruit back. You need to be punished. And they punished him. If it was Shanks, he didn't know how much importance the devil fruit was. Otherwise, he would have been more careful being someone else. And then Shanks bumps onto them is more plausible. That, again, it's only plausible if you believe that either Shanks was there for no reason or Shanks actually works for the world government. Shanks was in the East Blue for a year. He was already in the Grand Line and the New World. He was already in Paradise and the New World. Because after he lost his arm, when he was talking to Whitebeard said, the whole world, we were all shocked when the famous Shanks came back to the New World missing an arm. Came back, it's implying that he was already here. So, which means Shanks left the New World. He left the entirety of the Grand Line. He had to go under Marineford or scale the Red Line in order to get to the East Blue. He went through a lot of trouble to get to the East Blue for a specific reason. And that's the reason that I think he went to the East Blue. He knew the gum fruit was there. He went looking for it. He found it. He took it. The world government punished the agents who were in charge of transporting that fruit. And because it was Shanks, they knew they couldn't get it back. And as for Shanks being more careful, he was in essentially his base. He didn't have much to worry about. They were in a bar drinking. It was in a treasure chest. Luffy, he didn't think Luffy was going to open up the chest and go, hey, food, and start eating the shit. Hence why he was so shocked when it did go missing. By the way, if Who's Who was given that mission, he pretty much was stronger than Rob Lucci now with a better devil fruit. He is even strong with a better devil fruit. He's even stronger. If he was the head of CP9, or if he was like the main bad on that mission, then yeah, I agree with you. For like, what I'm thinking is that it was probably a normal Marine ship with vice admirals and other soldiers. And just like how they sent Kid Rob Lucci in to deal with that kingdom's problems when he massacred all of the prisoners, they only sent Who's Who. They didn't send all of CP9. It was just Who's Who. And Who's Who was the one who was holding on to the fruit. Shanks and them beat everybody and then whooped Who's Who's ass. And because he was a kid, they probably spared him. When Tashigi used the Wado, it was super emotional. I started crying. What the fuck are you talking about? One Piece Shippuden. No, what was the Naruto, like the thing that people speculated after Naruto? Naruto Akipuden. Yeah, Naruto Akipuden. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Hold up, wait, where is it? Come on. Come on. No, don't do this to me. Wait, what the hell was that? Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh no, this is Boruto stuff. No, it was a shit ton of like Naruto Akipuden. There we go. Naruto as an Anbu, Naruto with the flak jacket, from the manga when Jiraiya was reading, when Naruto was reading one of Jiraiya's books, and it was like it visualized what the Naruto character in that book looked like. That's the image that people use for the fan art. Oh my god. Naruto Aki Puddin. No. No. Naruto. Here we go. Here it is. Oh my god. This stuff was so old. This was before I knew how good video editing, image editing actually was. And I thought that this shit was real. And I thought that this was an actual scene from Aki Puddin. I'm like, oh shit. Nah, that's from Shippuden. And like the Naruto Sakura shippers were, they had me on their side for a little while. I ain't gonna hold you. They had me for a little while. Fucking go back. Doubt me now, but we'll lose it when everything I say happens. I'm from the future. Okay, let's go to the general. You have an emo brony as your profile. That doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, bro. It doesn't. We don't know where the fruit was stolen at. It was stolen in the East Blue, Farrell. It was in the East Blue. Shanks was in the East Blue. The fruit, he got the fruit while in the East Blue. Who's Who had the fruit, said it was stolen. They said that they took it off of an enemy ship. It was stolen from the East Blue. Who's Who was in the East Blue. Shanks were there for no reason because of plot or destiny. When Yasopp left Usopp, Shanks was there because of him, probably. Shanks had recruited Yasopp a while before that. Yeah, Shanks had recruited Yasopp a while before that. Because remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but Yasopp said that he left before Usopp was even able to walk. Like, he left years ago. Like, he even told him, like, he's probably about your age now. Stop talking that One Piece Shippuden. Who's Who never said he lost it in the East Blue. You're saying it like losing a random fruit no name wouldn't be worth pushing for him. Bro, Shanks was in the East Blue when they said we took it off of an enemy ship. They came back to their base in the East Blue. If they were traveling to other oceans, to other parts of the One Piece world, like in the Grand Line or in the South Blue or some shit like that, or in the New World, they would be based in that area. They were there, they got it, they got the fruit. Luffy ate it, and then they said, it's time for us to go. We spent a year here already. If they weren't there specifically for the Gum fruit, why leave at that moment, as right after they got the Gum fruit and then lost it because Luffy ate it? They got what they wanted. Luffy ate it. There was nothing they could do. So if he was working for the world government, if Shanks was actually working for the world government and they were that hell bent on retrieving that devil fruit ability, Shanks would have taken Luffy, an orphan at the time, with nobody looking after him. Because remember, he wasn't with Dadan yet. He was not being looked after by Dadan yet. Shanks would have taken this little orphan boy and handed him over to the world government. The only way that it makes sense that he didn't do that is if... Yo, what's going on, Lean? The only reason that it makes sense that he didn't do that is because he looked at Luffy and Luffy reminded him of Roger. But if he really cared that much about Roger, why would he be working for the world government in the first place? Roger was a pirate. Why would he be working for the person that he idolized and admired, like, more like arch enemy? The people that went against the very like ideals that he was taught. And then goes on to become an emperor. Read Read Reader. I do. I read that. I started reading something of the Northern Blade. Something Mercenaries. I'm reading a couple of manhwa and webtoons. Like I'm trying to find stuff that's action packed with a good story and is not like super perverted, because a lot of the manga that I'm reading is like slice of life perverted shit. And I need to either read something wholesome or action packed. Cause the horror stuff is starting to fuck with me mentally. Anyone understand what happened to Momo? Shinobu broke through the ground, like corroded the ground. They fell down. Either they're falling down into Wano, or they're on a part of Onigashima that has a clear view of how high up they are. I think it's the latter, because Momonosuke, he's afraid of heights, and he's saying we're so high up and crying. Yeah, that's another thing. Shinobu probably deployed the kite shit. Do you read Solo Leveling? I was reading Solo Leveling before all of this crazy, yo, this shit is hype. I think I told Dritz to read I was recommending Solo Leveling to a bunch of people. And then out of nowhere, it just exploded with hype. And I'm like, oh shit, Solo Leveling. It doesn't take a year to reach the East Blue from some other ocean. Have to have it happen in the East Blue. It doesn't take a year to travel to the East Blue. I know that. But why station in the East Blue? Why set up your base in the East Blue if what you're doing is not in the immediate vicinity? If you know where something is, why not go there and set up base? Bruno, I think wait, what? Edens, I don't think that they're on Wano. I think they're probably still on Onigashima, but Momo is able to see how high up they are. That's why he's crying. Why would Shanks meet the world government if he's supposed to be against them? I mean, when you're worried about something to the point that you're willing to go to your enemy for information, yeah, I could buy that. Why would Shanks be working for the world government when his former captain, it was the Pirate King? They were willing to fucking execute Ace just for being born. Could you imagine what they were willing to do to the Pirate King's crew? I thought Momo might have used the dragon form, but that works too. Yeah. If Momo did use the dragon form, that'd be kind of wild. Yo, got to be seen. What's going on? Because Blackbeard is dangerous and Shanks is the only one taking his threat seriously. Straw Hat, I agree with you. Straw Hat, I 100% agree. I agree with you. Blackbeard is dangerous to the point where Shanks is even willing to go to the Gorosei to get information on him, or tell them, yo, you need to take him fucking serious. I tried to warn Whitebeard, he ain't want to listen. Now I'm telling you, get your shit together. Oh shit, we hit the 2-hour mark. Anime probably gonna show Momo and Shinobu landed. They landed, and either they're falling on the kite. You're assuming he was there for the fruit. You said it yourself. He wanted the fruit so bad. Why didn't he just take Luffy? That's my point. If he was working for the world government, why didn't he just take Luffy? You're assuming Shanks is working for the world government. Shanks is a pirate. Blackbeard is dangerous. Shanks went and talked to the government and talked to the Gorosei about a dangerous pirate. That all aligns with Shanks being a pirate and an emperor of the sea. You assuming Shanks is working for the world government. There's nothing to support that. There's nothing to support a third party that stole the gum fruit from Who's Who, when all we have is that Shanks stole it from an enemy ship and Who's Who lost it 12 years ago. When did Luffy get it? 12 years ago. Them being in the East Blue makes sense because for an entire year makes sense because they're looking for the gum fruit, which they probably know is in the East Blue. If Shanks was working for the world government, why would he go to the East Blue a year before it was even being transported? I thought Shanks being in the East Blue to lay low like Buggy and build up his crew. It couldn't have been to lay low because when he came back to the New World, because when he met Whitebeard was talking to him and said, "You came back to the East Blue you came back to the New World missing an arm." So he was already in the New World, and in the New World, either you're building yourself up or you're allying underneath an emperor. And at that time, who was ruling the seas after Roger got executed? Shiki was already in prison. Shiki broke out. Big Mom was on the rise. Kaido had already taken over Wano. Yeah. I'm not assuming Shanks is currently working for the world government at this moment. So he was working for the world government back then? Pharaoh, that makes no sense, bro. I'm sorry. He was already infamous in the Grand Line. Yeah. He was probably already famous from being on Roger's crew, and then he recruited Yasop in the East Blue, and they went into the goddamn Grand Line already. And then came back and went all the way back to the East Blue. For what purpose? They went there for a year. A year. Got the gum fruit. And after Luffy ate it, Shanks decided, okay, it's time to go. We've been here for a year already. We need to leave. Why leave now? You've been here for a year. Why leave now? Did you not accomplish what you were accomplishing? Did you accomplish what you were here to do? You were here for a reason, and as soon as they got the gum fruit, knowing what we know now, after they got the gum fruit and Luffy ate it, they decided, okay, now it's time to leave. We have no more business here. Spent 1 year searching and let a 7-year-old kid take it? No, Silver's coincidence or destiny is way better. What do you mean? They spent a year searching. Luffy ate it to their surprise. It was in a treasure chest. Like sitting next to Lucky Roo and they were being cautious. They were. It wasn't like if some random fuck off pirate or bandit walked in, they weren't about to let that person just walk up to that chest. It was because it was somebody they were so familiar with that Luffy was able to open it and eat it so easily. But that's just reading too much. That's reading too much into it. Luffy was a familiar face that they didn't expect to eat it. Shanks and them were in the East Blue for a reason. They got what they had. They got what they needed. They partied. Luffy ate it, and after they lost that devil fruit, it was time for them to go. If his only purpose was to keep it away from the world government, then leaving it with a random 17-year-old wouldn't be a problem. That makes sense. That makes sense, especially if Shanks saw Roger and Luffy the way that he did, And looking at what we have now, Luffy is able to take care of himself. And on top of this, the grandson of Monkey D. fucking Garp. Not locked treasure chest. I agree with you. That was pretty fucking stupid to not lock the treasure chest that's holding the thing that you've been searching for a year. But that doesn't like lessen my point anymore. There's no mention of a third party. There's nothing to assume that Shanks is working with the world government or worked with the world government in the past. Are you assuming that Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido weren't emperors of the sea at that time, at the time of Roger's death? I would think yes, since Roger stated he basically was incognito mode with Big Mom. I think they were emperors of the sea. I'm not saying that they weren't. I'm just, my whole point is, it's not whether or not they were emperors. It's just Shanks was on his rise. I was just laying out where people were at the time. Big Mom was building everything up. Yeah, because she was a part of the Rocks 40 years ago. She had already started taking over land before she joined the Rocks. Her and Strusen? Yeah, her and Strusen were building up, were taking over land and shit when she was a kid. She joined Rocks. And then once Rocks was defeated 40 years ago, yeah, she was an emperor. She was part of that rule, because we already know it was Roger, Whitebeard, Shiki. Then after that fell, it became the four emperors. Yeah. No, it was Rocks. Then once Rocks fell, it became Roger, Whitebeard, Shiki. Once that fell apart, it became Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, and Shanks made his way up to be the fourth. Are we assuming that? I already read that. Robin, 8 years old, received 78 million berry bounty, knowing to read poneglyphs. Luffy's first bounty was 30 million, with people knowing about his devil fruit, and the world government showed no interest. I mean, you're only like lessening your own point. Because if the gum fruit was crazy important, I think it was important, just not as ridiculously important as the op fruit. I mean, the op fruit has the ability to give immortality. They know Law has it. In his bounty in Saboti, he had to earn that. Shanks is not working for the world government. They go against everything that he stands for. That's exactly what I'm saying, Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs. 30 million is high as hell for a first bounty, especially for an East Blue. The starting bounty, I think, is actually like something stupid, like 200,000 or something. Bounties. And it wasn't even... Wait, in the first battle... In the sequence... Nope. And it wasn't even the world government that gave Luffy that high-ass bounty. The person who put that 30 million on his head was Inazuma. Inazuma specifically said 30 million. It wasn't because of his devil fruit. It was because of how angry he was. He was like, I want this high-ass bounty for a reason. Hold on, because I'm trying to remember. Caesar Clown, Sanji's first bound. Sanji's known. All five know. Red Arrow Pirates are the only crew members to share one single bounty post. Oh yeah, that's from amounts. It is possible for a pet to earn a bounty, which are far lower than the standard. Ironically, Beppo 500, Pedro is meant higher than blah blah blah. In real life, no. However, no. Oda stated that if NL, okay. First data book, Koros, blah blah blah. Second volume, 6-7 known bounties at the time released the organism from descending. His original 4 emperors, nope. I cannot remember. If somebody can help me find it, there was a comment about what the normal starting bounties like normally are. If somebody can help me find it, please help me. Please, it'd be very much appreciated. Put it in Discord put it in Discord. She already had Totland before Roger found the One Piece. Yeah, I know. If Shanks was working for him, he might as well be a Shishibukai like Mihawk. Nah, I mean, yeah. Shanks is not working for the world government. The whole idea of Shanks being a triple agent working for the world government, it makes no sense to me. If anything, if Shanks is in some way gonna betray Luffy, it's not because he's working for the world government. It's because he's working towards his own means, and he's using any and everything he has and can use to further that goal. Hell, even now, I still don't think that Shanks is working for the world government, but I still think that he's using everything that he can to like take control of the situation or better this situation. I don't think that Shanks is working for the world government. That just doesn't make sense to me. Shanks searching for the gum fruit for a year and is not an important devil fruit. You're not making sense like Oda Silvers. Wait, what? If Shanks was searching for the gum fruit and found it, and then Luffy ate it, if Shanks didn't see Luffy in the light that he saw him in, I'm pretty sure he would have done something. But because Shanks is the person that he is, because he's such a caring person, he knew that the fruit would be all right. Like I said, I don't think it's some crazy important fruit like the Op fruit is that has a special ability to grant immortality. But I do think it is a top tier fruit, and the world government wanted it for a reason. What that reason is, I have no idea. And as of right now, I can't even speculate on it. So it was my Garp theory looking good now, huh? With info to give Shanks? Nah. Yo, God to be seen. I respect you like voicing your theory, but I still don't agree with it. Garp being the Aizen of One Piece, that just don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I want it to happen. I know a lot of people want it to happen too, but realistically, who thinks NL is coming back in the main story? And if so, how big of a role will he have unless Straw Hats go to the moon? No moon arc. Hell no moon arc. I hate the idea of a moon arc. I do think that NL is going to come back into the story. How big of a role he's going to play, I don't think it's going to be like something on the same level of Sky P. I don't think he's going to be a main antagonist. I think if NL does come, he's going to be a voice of exposition. He's going to be a real big voice of exposition. If not for our side, if not like conversing with Luffy and the crew, he's going to be exposition that we as the reader receive. It's going to be something that he tells somebody, they figure it out, and then eventually that information makes its way back to the Straw Hats. Why was Shanks searching for the gum fruit for a year, but not the Mara fruit in Devil Fruit in Dressrosa? I don't fucking know. Because the Mara only had importance to Luffy and anybody who who looked at, and anybody searching for power, Shanks has power. The gum gum fruit, whatever reason that they were searching for it, I'm not sure. And as of right now, we don't have enough information to speculate on. A lot of people are just adding this on to their already convoluted speculation that Shanks is a world government triple agent. Silver's devil fruits are not hard to come by in general, as seen with CP9 and Ennis Lobby, so it might just be big deal because devil fruit powers are weapons for the Navy and the world government. Okay, they may have been transporting it because it's a devil fruit, but to say that devil fruits aren't hard to come by, that's kind of false. They're hard to come by in the blues to the point where most people don't even believe that they exist. Like, normal citizens don't believe they exist because they don't travel enough to come across all of these people. The Navy, Marines in the blues, some of them don't believe they exist until they finally see them. Until they finally see them with higher ranking officers. Hell, some people in Logtown didn't believe that Smoker had smoke powers, and he fucking lived there. The shopkeeper that Nami was talking to, they was like, some people even believe that he has a devil fruit power. It was like, some people? Wait, what do you mean some people? He fucking lives there. He was using his ability in the open area against Buggy and Alvita. Once you get to the Grand Line, just like, I think it was Don Krieg? Just like Don Krieg said, once you get into the Grand Line, abilities like Luffy's become way more common. And once you get to the New World, fuck, it's more likely that it's rare to find somebody without a fucking devil fruit. NL rematch on the moon. No moon arc. I would rather us have a fucking Davy Jones locker than a fucking space arc. Series only go from Earth to outer space when you have absolutely nothing else going for you. I said R, by the way. Wait, what? R, wait, what do you mean? God to be saying, what do you mean? Your points counter both mine and your argument. If Shanks was there for the fruit, whether for himself or the world government, he left with Luffy. He left it with Luffy for some reason. He left it with Luffy because he saw Roger in Luffy. Like, he even told Rayleigh when he met Rayleigh, I met a kid who sounded just like the captain. To the point the man even gave up his arm for Luffy. He gave up his fucking... Is this the right arm? No, it's not. He gave up his fucking arm for Luffy because he saw Roger in Luffy. That's the reason that he left it with Luffy. That's the reason that he felt like it would be okay. At least in my opinion. So whatever the importance was to him, Luffy meant more. I don't know. That's the best way I can put it. I don't know. Whatever the importance of the gum gum fruit was, either Luffy meant more or he felt that Luffy would be strong enough or will become strong enough to protect whatever importance that fruit has. Davy back versus Blackbeard. How y'all feel if that's how it go down? I don't think that Blackbeard is... They're not going to have a game. They're not going to have a game to settle their dispute. I like Mr. Morge's theory on when they meet up with Shanks, that test of power of let's see how strong you are. Let's see if you really are a great pirate. I like the idea that Luffy versus Shanks is a Davy back fight. Luffy versus Blackbeard being a Davy back fight, that just... You're putting the title of Pirate King up as a game? Like, that just seems way too like early Hunter x Hunter. You're turning a game into a death match. Please no Davy back, LOL. I actually enjoyed Long Ring Long Lane. I enjoyed Long Ring Long Lane. Everybody gives it shit like, oh, it was pointless. Foxy was so dumb. It wasn't even funny. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it in the manga, and I enjoyed it in the anime. I think I enjoyed it more in the anime. Filler and all. But when Foxy came back for a second arc after his crew mutinied, that pushed it. And then we had the Spa Island where he was there. I like Spa Island, don't get me wrong, but Foxy being there didn't need to be. And then the nigga got a movie. The nigga got a movie. No. Davy back is lit, but Foxy can fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, Foxy returns. Hell no. If Foxy were to come back, I think I'd probably like take a break from One Piece until that was over. Foxy introduced the Davy back fights, and I respect him for that. His arc was entertaining, goofy. We got a lot of laughs, especially coming off of that death match that was Skypiea, and then going into the emotional roller coaster that is Water 7 and Enies Lobby. I fucking appreciate Sky. I appreciate Long Ring Long Lane. Would like Long Ring Long Lane if Carrot was there. Okay, all right. I'm gonna start winding down now because we're going at like 2.5 hours. Let me clarify again about Carrot. Give me a second. Let me clarify one more time about Carrot. I don't necessarily hate Carrot as a character. I just don't see the purpose in her joining. That's where I stand on Carrot. I don't see the purpose in her joining the crew. Because again, at first I didn't like the idea of Frankie joining. When he did join, I was actually upset. I didn't like Frankie. But over time, Oda made Frankie one of my favorite Straw Hats. I love that Frankie is here. With Carrot, if she were to join the crew, I will be upset because I'm playing, bro. Oh. Fuck it, don't care, I'm already there. With Carrot, I know eventually I'll start to warm up to her, but if she does join, I'm going to be upset because I don't see the purpose in her joining. I really don't. She doesn't add a significant amount of strength to the crew that makes a difference in any big battle against an Emperor's crew unless it's a full moon out that only happens once a month. And fuck off to anybody who says, oh, but there are multiple moons in multiple moons in One Piece. How many moons have we seen in the sky? One. How many moons has Oda used to show the passage of time in the manga early on? One. Once a month. Full moon. That's when Carrot adds significant amount of strength, and we don't fight at night very often. Frankie saved Robin and you didn't like him. Over time, I started to like Frankie. Over time. And around the time that Frankie joined is when I started warming up to Robin. It's not that I didn't like Robin. It's just Robin was a thought in the back of my mind. She really didn't do much to make her presence known, whereas Frankie was a big personality. Chopper about to make a moon rumble ball? All right. On that, we gonna end it there. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat. I think at one point we had like 40 people in here. Thank you to I'm the Queen, I think it was, who donated. Thank you to everybody who subbed. No chapter. I mean, there is a chapter, no break next week. So we got a chapter. Next Sniper Island sit down, I'm going to try and get one of my first One Piece YouTubers on for a Sniper Island sit down. He goes by the name of Zoro Fanboy 124 or Zoro Fanboy Reacts, because he's not Zoro Fanboy 124 anymore. He lost that channel. Take it easy, everybody. Yeah. Oh, join the Discord. Suggest some movies and TV and movies channel because we need some shit.